So my father never hugged me once growing up. I used to look at my friends' dads hugging them when they picked them up from school, and I felt an ache in my heart. And so once I mustered up the courage to talk to my dad about it. I went up to him, I sat in front of him, and I started sharing what I felt like. I was a kid, so I got really emotional. I started weeping, like, why don't you hug me? Do you not love me? Do you not like me? Do you not like me as your son? Are you ashamed of me? Like, what did I do wrong? I was crying. I was in really bad condition. And my father, seeing this, he got really emotional. He also started crying. And he was really sad to see his son like that. Because, no matter how much he wanted to give this crying son a tight hug, he couldn't, because he had long lost the only thing you really need to give your child a hug, his both arms. He lost them in an accident. He was apologizing to me and like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, Dad, why are you apologizing? You don't have to apologize. It's not your fault. And then my father was like, hey, your arms are fine. Why don't you hug me? Come here. Come, give me a hug. You love me, right? Hug me, come. What happened? And I love my dad very much, but come on. He also never paid any attention to me as a kid. No matter what I did, I could never get his attention. I purposely created trouble just to make him notice me. But he was always busy with something or the other. He spent more of his time with his fucking assistant than his own son. I hated that. I hated that fucking assistant, and he knew it. So one day the assistant, he sat me down and he told me like, look, your father is blind. You know that, right? It's not like I'm dying to spend every single second with your father. It's my job. That's what he's paying me for. I understand, man. I understand what you're saying. But even when I yell for him, he never looks at me. I mean, he looks in my direction, but not really at me. He either looking at the side or above or at the bottom on the ground or looking for something, but not at me, not making any eye contact with me. That really bothers me. And the assistant, he was nice, so he really listened to all this attentively. And then he asked me to watch that movie, Forrest Gump. To this day, I don't understand what did he mean by that. Like, yeah, I saw the movie. It's a life story of a normal guy like you and me. So people often talk about how their fathers wish them good morning every single day. That's how their day starts, greeting each other. My father never thought this was of any importance. I don't think I'm asking for much. Every day after I wake up and walk past him to the bathroom, he just looks at me, then at the clock, and that's it. It's not night, Dad. It's just 2 in the fucking morning. The sun's still shining outside. Like, why? Never once did I hear good morning from his mouth. So now I'm gonna share something really traumatic that happened to me as a kid. My father used to physically assault my mother every night after coming home from work. And so after I went to my room and fell asleep, some kind of noise coming from my parents' room would wake me up. So I used to get out of my bed and press my ear against the wall, trying to hear what was really happening. And I could hear my mother crying and my father abusing her. And that noise when someone hits you with a belt. I got really scared and I hid under my bed, but I could still hear that noise coming from their room. And I closed my ears and closed my eyes and I was praying for this noise to disappear, but I could still hear it. And what the worst part was about that? It was that my mother never really stood up for herself. She never took a stand, never raised her voice. She didn't say a word. She was apologizing to him when he was beating her up. She was apologizing, and instead of fighting back, she was encouraging him by saying, do it again, once more, and what? That's the spot. And yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing to him? Like, it's like what Nelson Mandela said: the oppressed is as guilty as the oppressor. So I wanted to be a content creator, but my father never really understood that field and was always disapproving of the content I made. He hated me making those videos and was always yelling at me for not studying for some government exam. I had no interest in getting any job. I loved what I was doing. I loved making those videos. I shot a video a day with my smartphone, and I was hoping someday my videos would go viral and then I could invest in some good equipments. But no matter how hard I worked, I could never convince him that what I am doing is worth doing. I sat him down and showed him that what I am doing there is real money in it. I threw some big names at him, but he didn't care. He hated me making those videos. He hated my content. He hated my videos of him masturbating in his room, which I secretly recorded and uploaded on my channel in a porn site. I never got any hand of support from him, even when it came to relationships. I still remember the love of my life, the girl I wanted to marry. When my dad found out about this, he was so fucking mad. He wanted to kill me, like I had committed a crime. Like, for what? Having a girlfriend? He was against all that. He believed boys should marry the girl their parents choose for them. My girlfriend and I fought tooth and nail to convince him, but he wouldn't budge. Eventually we had to break up because we knew this was going nowhere. My cousin and I are still in touch. Why did he never pick me up and play with me when I was a little kid? And I'm talking about the time before he lost his both arms. Why did he never hold me up and run around the house flying in the air like other parents do? Like, why? He had both his arms attached to his body, then why not? He was so fucking lazy, always sitting and snacking and watching the news. Just because both his legs were amputated, he found the perfect excuse to just sit on his lazy ass on his wheelchair and watch television all day. My father is the misogynist of all misogynists, and I am not fucking kidding. He always pretended to like and respect women and said he believed in equality regardless of gender. I was proud of him for teaching his son good values in life. Little did I know that it was all just virtue signaling talk to look good in my eyes. He showed me his true colors about women the day he found out that I liked dressing up as a girl. I realized I had fallen hook, line and sinker for that good dad image he was always projecting.